not stop thinking about that orange sequined dress. Chapter 8. Lying on the carpet with Lisa. Lisa held out the orange sequined dress. I finished it, she said. It was the next Saturday, and back in Lisa's bedroom, she and Dennis had been poring over every page of the new issue of Vogue before she surprised him. The dress was perfect. This is the most beautiful thing, said Dennis, that I have ever seen. Why, thank you, Dennis. Lisa laughed a little, slightly embarrassed by the weight of the compliment. Actually, I want you to have it. It's a present. For me? Asked Dennis. Yes, Dennis. You love it so much, you should have it. I couldn't. Yes, you could. She handed him the dress. Thanks, Lisa, said Dennis, taking it from her. It was heavier than he imagined, and the sequins felt unlike anything he had felt before. It was a work of art, quite simply the best present he had ever been given. But where would he keep it? He couldn't exactly hang it next to his anorak in the wardrobe he shared with his brother. And what was he going to do with it? Why don't you try it on, said Lisa. Dennis's stomach did a flip. He felt how a new companion on Doctor Who must feel when they're about to enter the TARDIS for the very first time. Now this really was going to be different. This'll be fun, said Lisa. Dennis looked at the dress. It would be fun to try it on. Well, if you're sure, I'm sure. Dennis took a deep breath. Just for a moment, though, he said. Yay. Dennis started to take off his clothes, then suddenly felt very embarrassed. Don't worry, I won't look, said Lisa, closing her eyes. Dennis undressed down to his socks and pants, and then stepped into the dress and pulled it over his shoulders. It felt different to wearing his normal boy clothes. The fabric felt so unfamiliar next to his skin, all silky and smooth. He reached around for the zip at the back. I'm not sure I can. Let me, said the expert, opening her eyes. Turn around. She guided the zip up his back. It looks great. How does it feel? Nice. It feels nice. In fact, it felt more than nice. It felt wonderful. Can I see in the mirror? Not yet. We haven't found the shoes. Lisa pulled out some stunning high-heeled gold shoes with red soles on the bottom. I got those in Oxfam. They're Christian Louboutins, but the old dear in the shop only charged me £2 for them. Dennis wondered if Christian Louboutin might ever need them back. He bent down to put the shoes on. You'd better take your socks off first, Lisa said, looking down at his bedraggled grey socks. His big toe poked out of one particularly large hole. They were rather spoiling the look. Oh, yes, of course, said Dennis, before tugging them off and placing his feet in the narrow shoes. The heels were quite high, and he felt for a second that he might topple over. Lisa held his hand to steady him. Now can I look in the mirror, he said. You haven't got any makeup on yet. No, Lisa, no. You've got to do this properly, Dennis. Lisa reached for her makeup bag. This is so much fun. I always wanted a little sister. Now do this with your lips. She stretched her mouth open, and he copied her. She rolled the lipstick gently across his lips. It felt weird. Nice, but weird. He never knew lipstick tasted like that. Oily and waxy. Eyeshadow? No, I really don't, protested Dennis. Just a little. He closed his eyes, and she lightly applied some silver eyeshadow with a little brush. Looking good, Dennis, she said. Or should I say, Denise? That's what my brother called me when he found out about the magazine. Well, that's your girl's name, I suppose. Your name is Dennis, but if you were a girl, you'd be called Denise. Can I look in the mirror yet? He asked. Lisa adjusted the dress expertly before silently leading him to the mirror on the bedroom wall. Dennis gazed at himself. For a moment, he was shocked by what he saw. Then the shock turned to wonder, and he laughed. He felt so happy he wanted to dance. Sometimes you feel things so deeply that words aren't enough. He started to move around in front of the mirror. Lisa joined in, humming some made-up music. For a moment, they were in their own crazy little musical, before they fell on the floor laughing. I guess you like it then? Asked Lisa, still giggling. Yes, it's just a bit strange. Yes, a bit strange. You look good though, offered Lisa. Really? Said Dennis. He was enjoying lying on the carpet with Lisa a little too much and felt embarrassed, so he got up and looked at himself in the mirror again. Lisa followed him. Yeah, in fact, you look great, she said. You know what? What? Asked Dennis eagerly. I think you could fool anybody dressed like that. You look just like a girl. Really? Are you sure? Dennis looked at himself again in the mirror, squinting. He tried to imagine that he was looking at a stranger. He did look a bit like a girl. Yeah, said Lisa. I'm sure. You look amazing. Do you want to try on something else? I don't know if I should, said Dennis, suddenly self-conscious. Someone might come in. My mum and dad are at the garden centre. It's so boring, but they love it there. Trust me, they won't be back for hours. Well, maybe this one off then, said Dennis, displaying a long purple dress that Lisa had copied from one she'd seen Kylie wear at an awards do. Nice choice. Then he tried on a short red dress that Lisa's mum had bought for her to wear to a family wedding, then a little yellow puffball skirt from the 1980s that her Auntie Sue had passed on to her, then a lovely nautical-themed blue and white striped dress that Lisa had found in cancer research. That afternoon, Dennis ended up trying on everything in Lisa's wardrobe. Gold shoes, silver shoes, red shoes, green shoes, boots, big handbags, little handbags, clutch bags, blouses, long flowing skirts, mini skirts, earrings, bangles, hair scrunchies, fairy wings, even a tiara. It's not fair, said Dennis. Girls have got all the best stuff. Rules don't apply here, laughed Lisa. Dennis, you can be whoever you want to be.